Makes no difference to me. If you want to be treated right, if you want to be treated normal, come in right, come in normal. If you want to be treated with suspicion, come in with suspicious things like profiles that don't make sense. Do you understand? Simple as that. I know I'm a bit harsh when it comes to when you've been through what I've been through and learned how to deal with what I've learned how to deal with. This is the way you deal with it. Yes, David, Kenyon, Coventry in the house, David Williams, Thomas Tapes, Belfast supports you. I support Belfast. Don't get it though. Doesn't mean the IRA. I support Belfast, I support Dublin, I support the Irish blood. Linz, you've always been sound as a pound with me, mate. Always, Linz. That's why you're a subscriber. That's why you're always encouraging me. Thomas Tapes, nothing like that, bro. I know that, lad. But you normally get rats kicking in, and when I'm saying I'm loving the Irish, they think I'm sticking with the Dubliners. So when I'm saying I'm loving the Irish, the haters think I'm saying the Dubliners. So what they do is they start coming in saying them 3-letter words up the R and wanting me to say that. So when I say that, I upset my Dublin support. Do you understand? When in reality, I'm a supporter of Ireland, Southern Ireland and Northern Ireland. I just love Irish people. I like the voices, I like the characters, I like the personalities and their attitudes. And the fact they remind me of my grandparents. Know what I mean? But there's always someone trying to make my path and my network and situation isolated. So the trolls will sit there, because they're not stupid kid trolls, the ones that come after me sometimes. They're educated, alright? So we'll know. Let's watch us live. Where's most of his support coming from? Most of the comments are coming from Irish people from Dublin. How can we make this, how can we break this connection from him and them? Get him to say this. It's very divisive if he says that to them Dubliners. It brings them away from him. Now don't think that doesn't go on. Some of you might even be privy to all of them both have gone through. And you only learn these tactics from suffering from them. Don't forget they've came with the snitch shouts. They've been screaming that for years. They've came with the I've been linking up with minors on TikTok. They came with that 2 years ago, and they came in hard with that, and I mean hard. They failed. The next tactic after that is to get someone who can verify anything about you. So they invented Snitchfield. Liam Snitchfield just come from nowhere, was given a platform to do nothing but speak pure lies. So they've tried that tactic and everything that goes with it. How they're putting it into place, what they do to put it into place, how they use social media to implement it so it goes. Do you know what I mean? So it just you get well rehearsed when people are targeting you with certain methods and strategies and tactics. Because you're a bit of a tactician yourself, you're already on what they're doing, but you can't stop it. You know what's coming. You just got to wait for it to happen and then defend yourself verbally and hopefully don't get shut down the way loads of people do. How many people have been cancelled out on the back of allegations of SA? How many people just disappeared because they couldn't come back from it? So it does. Does it get to you, or do you try to ignore it? It used to. It used to get to me. That's what I'm saying to you now. It used to get to me. But because I've been through the situation and experienced it multiple times consistently, no rest up, for years, I know how to deal with it. I know how to manoeuvre around that little world. Your life is more psychological. You're going to have more psychological battles in your life than what you will physical. And every psychological battle that you have in your life, you're going to learn from. You won't learn from the physical ones. You can go and have a fight, get your face fucking punched in, and then go and have another fight a week later. You never learn. Every time you're fighting, you're getting your face punched in, but you'll go and have a fight still. You don't learn off that sort of experience. You'll still put yourself in danger and take the risks. When you learn with your fucking mind through things that can be damaging, you learn and it sticks with you because you're looking for other people to use the same sort of ways on you. So you're identifying them before they've even got near you. And that just comes with experience again. And that's exactly what it is. Psychological warfare. And that's what you deal with in a virtual reality world. Even in a normal world. But once you've been there and you've dealt with it, you know what to deal with it. Do you understand? Yes, mate, you can feel the orb. Everyone's got an aura, haven't they, mate? Everyone's got like a little... What's Miss S just said, and why is it rude? Happy-go-lucky. Let's see what Miss S says. Is she even in here? Would you ever set up a podcast, mate? Yeah, I would, mate, with the right people. Single podcasting's not there no more. Like this is single podcasting. I'm in a pod and I'm casting out. Everyone, for some mad reason, thinks that podcasting is people being interviewed. That's what people think podcasting is. People being interviewed. Podcasting is and always will be an individual in a pod casting out. So you can have a podcast that does interviews, and you can have a podcast that does what I'm doing. You haven't got to be some big top interviewer. Do you understand? If you want to try and become a podcaster, start like this. Be able to relate to people on the camera. Be able to communicate with people on the camera. Be able to talk. Be able to ask the right questions. And that's what this will do for you. You know, when you interact this way, podcasting, and you have got the idea of going into interview podcasting, this will make you 10 times better in that place of podcasting. What you've got now, you've got podcasters out there. They haven't got much experience, so they don't know the questions to ask. The experience that they're gaining is other people's stories of experience, and then they use that knowledge of the person before for future questions. So there's nothing fresh coming in, because it's just all the same, being refreshed. Although you've got a new interviewee, everything's the same questions, same process, same way of doing it. Do you understand? They can't string a decent set of questions across because they've got no experience at all. Do you understand? Like your English is no experience about any subject he's talking about. None. And it shows. So what will normally happen is, I've got an interview with Curtis Warren. Yeah, I've got a podcast coming with Curtis Warren. I don't really need to research. Not many would. You haven't got to research about his criminal life. Everyone knows it. But I know what it's like to be in prison. I know what it's like to lose a lot, gain a lot, this. So I can relate to him, and I can ask him questions that no one else who can't relate can ask him. Most of the podcasts out there can't relate to people like him. Most of the podcasters out there can never relate to other people because they've never ever been in a situation like that person. Do you understand? Podcasting is not a therapy session. You're not sitting there trying to get your interviewer to let everything out. It's meant to be like journalism. It's meant to be like investigative journalism. You're meant to look deep into who you're interviewing. You're meant to look deep into interviewing before you even ask them. And don't forget who he's involved with. All the backstory, MTK. It is what it is. And people still say to me now, no, you're lying about that, and he went with the MTK. Okay, you tell me, within this world, you have got crime podcasts with 2 million followers, 1 million, 2 million subscribers, 2.5 million subscribers, 900,000 subscribers. I'm talking serious crime podcasters with millions of subscribers, and every single one of them would have dived at the chance to have Daniel Kinnerton sat on their chair to hear that story of the Regan Hotel, the Regency. You know it? Why the did he go to James English? Why did he go to some little fat beaut who's got under 500,000 followers when he could have quite easily gone on to that one with 2 million? Why go to this little fat rat? In the morning. What have you just got up, lad? Hey, you just woke up? Doing what you always do, lad. Hey, Daniel. Come on, Danny boy, stop doing what you normally do. I'm not that person. You don't want me coming to Lord Street, do you? What's going down, Chris? Like Jacob Chapman saying curly whirly. Yep. Described your bird to a T, lad, didn't you? Okay, mate, would you go on Piers Morgan? I'd go on any television programme. Any single television programme. Tell her what is. Nothing, you know, mate. TV. Debbie 4-4. Where's all the Irish at? There's loads of Irish in here. And if they're not in here, it's because they're sleeping. They'll be in tomorrow. I've never contacted someone and asked them, can I do a podcast with you? Will you interview me? If people want you, they'll come and get you. When they want you, it's because you're relevant. When they want you, it's because you've got an interesting story that people want to hear. When you've put your story out there for millions to see, and then because the rats are spiteful and they know the traffic that's going to come off it, they pull it down. No one really knows your life story, so they don't really know the true impact of what the first podcast was. Have you ever done it, son? Have you ever streamed? Sound off it, Irene. Good luck. It's not luck, mate. Luck's just a word. Ball. There's no such thing as luck, lads. Sounds Irene, lad. Big T-Dog. How are you, mate? You cool? Morning from Rotherham. Yes, we see. Good probably then, G. Good probability then, G. Says Tom. No, you know what I mean, don't you, Tom? You didn't take that like I was just shutting you down here, did you, lad? What I'm trying to say is it lucky that you got that boss job? Or is it hard work? Is it lucky that you ended up with that woman? Or did you work on it? Is it lucky that you've got kids? Or did you work on it? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's lucky if you win the lottery because you never worked on it. Everything else, a lot of people use, he's a lucky. They'll look at Wayne Rooney or they'll look at a boxer or they'll look at someone else and go, he's unlucky him. No, he's not. He's just a hard working man. That's the difference. They're working hard, you're not. That's the only difference. So what you see here, mate, is me working hard. I know it mightn't be the type of work you're used to, or they're used to, or them over there are used to. Some people mightn't even think this is working. And I don't give two. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel better to know I'm working on something. And that's what you're watching, me working on something. This isn't the end work, this is me working towards something.